Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
A presidential panel set up to investigate alleged corruption in the presidential amnesty program recently turned in a report alleging that successive coordinators of the program misappropriated and looted a whopping 712 billion naira from January 2011 to March 2018. This development, coming on the heels of a speculated plan by the federal government to draw the curtain on the program in no distant time, has become a source of concern for most Niger Deltans, as correspondent Tekena Mefori reports.
In February this year, immediate past interim coordinator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, Professor Charles Dokubo, was suspended following allegations of fraud preferred against him by several groups in the Niger Delta. It was to verify alleged malfeasance in the Presidential Amnesty Office that President Muhammadu Buhari in March 2019 set up an investigative panel headed by his National Security Advisor, Babangida Mungono. In its recent report, the panel observed that not less than 712 billion naira was misappropriated by successive coordinators of the Presidential Amnesty Program from January 2011 to March 2018.
It's important for government to probe them, because when you punish people who have not performed very well, you send a signal to other people that if you don't do well, these are the consequences. The impression seems to be created that every person can do what he likes, and that is not good. It's not a good omen for democracy in our country. It's not a good omen for the Niger Delta region.
Under the administration of Professor Dokubo and his predecessors in office, including Major General Paul Boro retired and Honorable Kingsley Kuku, the Amnesty Office was said to have awarded hundreds of contracts in violation of extant procurement laws. The report further alleges several acts of financial misconduct involving all three previous coordinators of the Presidential Amnesty Program, to the extent that the program is currently indebted to the tune of 73 billion naira.
People are beginning to believe that whoever is sent, they are given an appointment, is a call to come and chop. And so that idea, that mentality will have to stop. I do not also buy the idea of scrapping the Presidential Amnesty Program, because I've seen a few good things that program has done.
The Presidential Amnesty Program, which is at its final stage of reintegration, has trained no fewer than 21,179 ex-agitators in formal education and diverse vocations. Curiously, over 29,000 out of 30,000 ex-militants captured in the disarmament stage of the program still rely on monthly stipends of 65,000 naira to survive.
The capacity you have built, what are you using it for? And then the education you have gotten, what are you using it for? So we need to look inward. How do we bring them back into the society? So the reintegration part of the amnesty really need to kick off, and they need to do it very fast.
While the amnesty program introduced by the government of late President Umaru Yar'Adua in July 2009 has successfully halted constant attacks on Nigeria's crude oil and gas assets over the years, the relative peace enjoyed in the Niger Delta is now threatened by a new wave of insecurity in the region. The failure of the amnesty program is equally blamed on the relegation of several non-violent actors who are also victims of poverty and insecurity in the Niger Delta. Under the administration of retired Colonel Dikio Milland, concerned Niger Deltans would want the federal government to review the Presidential Amnesty Program and strengthen it to become more impactful on the region.
Inside the Niger Delta,